Hello, 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 everyone. This is Kathy. And in this video, I'll be showing you how you can create hidden pockets, hidden tuck spots using a cutaway technique. And I think it'll be fun. Over the next several videos, I'll be showing page layouts with folders, clusters, edges, belly bands, windows, fabric, different inked backgrounds, collages with photos, embossing stencils, textures, flips and flaps, transparencies, pockets, tucks, and envelopes. And if there's anything else you'd like to see in a page layout, please drop it in the comments and let me know, and I'll be glad to work on that. So the papers I'll be using are, for the most part, Luise Heinzl, and I will put the information in the description box. And what I have are the pages that I'm going to use in my journal, the signatures. The signature, it's not a signature yet though, it's just a page. And I picked out a few that I'm going to begin with. Let me put this to the side. The first page I'm going to work with is this one. And today I'll be showing you four different pages using this cutaway hidden pocket technique. And my pages are all double-sided with this background, with this back page paper. Excuse me. And I've copied a piece in regular copy paper, and then I've copied one on heavier cardstock. And what I'll be doing is cutting out this super place that's perfect for using as a pocket. So let's grab my scissors and cut this out. You always want to use a heavier piece on the top because that's going to get more hands. And you can choose to cut around something, but because you'll be able to see the actual piece on the bottom, you really don't have to do that. So let me show you what I mean. And this paper is just gorgeous, as is all Luise's stuff. I'm going to cut around here. And this will make a vertical pocket or tuck spot. I'm actually going to fussy cut around the dragonfly on this one. And I use this technique quite a bit in my journals. I'm going to, in a second, in a little bit, show you how I used it in a journal. Okay, and that's what I have, is this. And I'm going to take the original piece, which is here. This is actually the page or my journal. I'm going to even this up here because I noticed I didn't cut it quite straight. Okay. And I'm going to take the harder piece, and this is going to serve as my pocket. You want to make sure it's like a puzzle piece. You want to make sure you match it up. Just like that. Very simple. I'm going to take my glue. And I'm going to glue down this side across the bottom. Match it up again. I'm going to turn it this way so I can see a little better. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to trim it. And what I do when I'm picking out a piece, I pick out a piece of scrapbook paper that's interesting, that has interesting elements. Now, I certainly can do it by cutting around this. So let's try that. Let's see. I'm going to cut this flower. But I look at the elements that would lend themselves to being a tuck spot. And then I cut those out. I copy them on harder paper, thicker paper, heavier paper. Just like this. Try to match it up. Just like that. And for this one, because it's going to fold here, I'm just going to make the tuck spot at the top of this flower. I really didn't need to cut out this one, but I did, which is okay. And I'm going to put it right like that. And when there's nothing in it, you can't even tell it's a little tuck spot. So let's see what we've got to tuck in it. So I could make a little spot to write. I'm going to ink it up. And I'm just going to tuck that right in there. And I probably would embellish this I don't think I have anything out that I can grab right off the bat. Let's see. Let me see. Well, I could put some writing on it. It might help. Just like that. And a little glue. Oh, I really needed to ink the edges. And now I have a little tuck spot there. And let's see what we can add in this pocket. I have my journal that we made last week, my tag holder, and maybe we'll plop this in. Just like that. Okie doke. So that'll make a pretty page in my journal. I might want to put a saying down here. Let's see what I got. I like this. Never stop exploring. I don't know if I like it in white though. Maybe this one. And okay, that's one page layout using the hidden pocket technique. And that's the cutaway hidden pocket technique. Let's try another one. So I have this one, and out of this one, we could make a top-loading pocket. And okay, so let's cut this out. And let's find my punch. And this one I am going to ink so that it's a little more evident that it's a pocket. Remember, when you're inking a lot like this, You always want to start off of the paper and circle so you don't get that look. Kind of splotchy. So this is going to go here, and I'm going to put glue here and here. Line it up. Okay. Now over here, I think that's so interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know I want to make kind of a thin tuck spot behind the birds. So I'm going to come off and this is what I do. I kind of just play around. I look at the paper. I try to choose paper that's interesting and has some places that I could cut out. And since I'm laying it on top of something, I don't have to be as worried about cutting something off or hiding something. Now, one thing that did happen, when I printed on the harder paper, the heavier paper, you see how the color's a little different. That is because I believe I had it on best or normal copying for the color rather than draft. And I started to want to save ink, so I put it on draft. But that being said, I'm going to put ink here. It'll give me a thin spot. I'm going to match it up. Especially with the dragonfly tail. There we go. Now I have two hidden spots. Let's see what I can do here. I need something little for here. And I think I'll just use these. Just like that. And over here, I need something a little bigger. Not sure that will fit, but let's give it a try. No, it's too big. I think this will fit. Nope. Wrong again. Okay. We'll go with this one. Just like that. And then I think what I would put here is, I don't think I'll put anything there right now, because I don't want this to go on forever. That's another page for my journal. Now, I have this one, which I love. I have two more. I have this one, and I have this one. Actually, I have three more. So this, I think, is great because it has a doily. So let's see what we've got here. It also has this as a great spot, but I'm only going to work on the doily. And you see it's a different color, so I'm going to cut out the whole doily. And I'm not cutting around each of those scallop pieces because I'm not a fussy cut lover, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around. I need to cut off the edge and the edge. And I'm going to make it a little different than a hidden pocket. I'm actually going to line it in this black. So I'm going to save me some cutting time. Just like that. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to leave a little border around it. Okay. And that just makes it pop a little bit, which I like. I actually could have made a double pocket. I could have just glued the top down at the side and the bottom. And we're going to match this up. Trim it. Trim it some more. There we go. Add a little tag. I love this because it just adds some interest to it. And usually when I use this technique, I might use it one time in each signature. Okay, and last but not least, this is a little different. I have 2 pieces of regular scrapbook paper, and I'm going to cut out the tops of these flowers and butterflies, and that's what I'm going to do first. And for me, it's easier if I use a little blade. Once again, I get these at Hobby Lobby. There's 3 in a pack for about $2.99. That's 1. 2. 2 more pieces over here. 3. And 4. Next, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to glue it on the back of this piece. What I want to do, though, is make sure I'm putting glue underneath the flowers. Besides all around, I want to make sure that the glue is going underneath each of these flowers. So I'm going to take a pencil and just make a rough mark. That's about right there. I want to make sure it goes there, 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 and there. Okay, now I'm going to glue it. All the way around. Then I'm going to put some glue here, 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 here. I can also put glue down here, over here. Okay. Then I'm going to add this. Okay. Now, let's see if I have some more little cards already made that I could plop in there. No. There goes my dog. These are too big. Okay. I'm going to have to cut something out. I'll use these. I'll cut some butterflies out. I mean, some dragonflies. And let's round out these corners. And I find that rounding out the corners a little bit makes it a little more visible for these cards. How fun is that? Dragonflies perched. And here. And on this one, I think I'll make it smaller. I'll put this one down here. And one more little one. I see a tag here. No, I don't think so. Okay. Make it a little smaller. Bend it, but don't crease it. Snip the corners. Make it a little thinner. I have a little mini tag, and we'll plop that in there. Yeah, sometimes I glue down the part, so make sure you don't do that. Let me see where there we go. Maybe make a little hole. Ink it up. There we go. So this is another page layout. Using the hidden pocket or cutaway method. And we did this one, which I love to use these. Look what I did. Cut right through the back. So, in order to fix that, I need to come in with Maybe a big old dragonfly. Oh, I think I have one already cut out. Nope. One thing about paper crafts, you can always kind of disguise your mistakes. Make it a happy mistake. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. Ink-a-dink-a-doo a bit. And just glue the whole thing down. And I want to take this out so I don't end up gluing that. And put that back in. And there you have it. So that's another page layout. Then we have this one, which is probably my favorite. This one, which we made a coin pocket at the top almost. And then a little clothesline pocket. And this one. Now, doesn't this make a pretty journal? Just like this. And I choose, when I'm doing this for the video, I choose to do them on single pages before putting them in a signature. It's just much easier. Okie doke. Well, I hope you enjoyed sharing with me this episode, and I hope you join me again for another page layout episode. You all have a great one. Bye.